Turning now to Black History Month, the time-honored tradition of remembering and celebrating generations of African-American achievements throughout U.S. history has been an officially observed month since 1976. But many people still don't know just how Black History Month came to be, and Trayson Bragg explains in tonight's breakdown.
The birth of what would one day become Black History Month dates back nearly 100 years. Every February here in the U.S., we honor the contributions and sacrifices of African Americans who have helped shape our nation.
Now, of course, the joke has always been, why did y'all pick the shortest month of the year to celebrate Black history?
Historian Dr. Marvin Delaney is the president of the Association for the Study of African American Life and History. Carter G. Woodson helped found the organization back in 1915. He would later go on to create Negro History Week in 1926.
This way of trying to encourage young people to study African American history. He didn't want it to be just confined to, academics and adults. He wanted young people to actually learn it. So that Negro History Week was not just a week to study Black history.
The celebration landed on the second week of February to honor the birthdays of prominent figures.
The birthdays of Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln. Also in that month is the birthday of W.E.B. Du Bois, Langston Hughes, and a whole host of noted African Americans. So February is the month for Black history.
The celebration grew, and it was quickly clear that the achievements of Black Americans deserved more than just a week. Woodson began to expand his outreach.
Negro History Week filters down to the community, to the churches, as I said, to community organizations, not up here with scholars and universities and colleges, but basically in Black schools in particular in the South.
But the push to transform Negro History Week to Black History Month didn't really bear fruit until the civil rights movement of the 1960s. Black people felt like the African American experience was being ignored in the United States. Black students at colleges and universities began demanding the institutions teach Black history in schools, sparking the Black Studies movement.
There's this famous picture in Time magazine of these Black students with guns. They'd taken over this administration building at Cornell University to get Black Studies included as a part of the curriculum at Cornell. And so this happens all across the country.
But schools in the South and Midwest fought against the movement.
Growing up in Alliance, Ohio, I went through 12 years of school and didn't learn about a single African or African American man or woman who had ever done anything in history.
Students at Kent State University were the first group to expand the celebration of Black History Week to a month in 1970. In 1976, 26 years after Woodson's death, President Gerald Ford declared Black History Month at the United States Bicentennial.
Why is it so important for young kids to start learning about, and not just young kids of color, but all the young kids throughout our country to learn about the importance of African American history?
Well, what history does, and it does this for everybody, it places you in your history, in your story, it places you in your culture, it lets you know, again, where you came from, and then why you should try to build on that history.
Is the fight over? And by fight, I mean, is it, we've done our work?
No. I wish it was. So we're still engaged in this struggle, trying to dissipate and put Black history out there for everybody to take advantage of it and to learn it. So it's not over. It's a long way from over.
Every year, the Association for the Study of African American Life chooses a theme for Black History Month. This year's theme is Black Resistance. Each day this month, we will highlight the achievements of an African American who helped shape our country and culture. This week's theme, Science and Medical Breakthroughs.
Trayson, thank you for that. And we are celebrating Black History Month all month long. Our first historical figure we are highlighting is George Washington Carver. We'll be right back after the break.